Let's stay in Pennsylvania just for one more moment before we head to Florida. Monmouth University now puts Joe Biden ahead of President Trump by 7 points in that state, 51-44. Let's bring in director of the Monmouth poll, Patrick Murray. Patrick, good morning. So walk us through some of your new polling and how steady exactly it's been over the last couple of weeks and months. Are you seeing any late break here?
I think Pennsylvania has been the state where, as you've been talking about, there has been the softest movement of support, or the ability to move folks. We had Joe Biden up by double digits, by 11 points, just after the first debate and when the president was diagnosed with COVID. So that had a major impact. And I think these voters are more likely to move. The keys that we're seeing in Pennsylvania right now is that Joe Biden is holding on to that lead, and it's a pretty decent lead, but it still is movable. We're looking at potential for him having some weakness in the senior vote. He's probably still going to win the senior vote, but maybe not by as much as he was a few months ago. I think this is what Reverend Sharpton was just talking about with the law and order issue coming up for these voters. But Joe Biden we're seeing a solid lead for him in Philadelphia, a solid lead with black voters. Particularly the Philadelphia suburbs. The areas that are still going to be up for grabs, as they were for four years ago, was Northeast Pennsylvania, that area from Lackawanna County down to Lehigh County. That's why he's going to be spending a lot of time there, because that area is still very much up for grabs. The other part where we see Joe Biden doing well is eating into Donald Trump's share of the vote in the red areas. Just move a little bit over to, say, Luzerne County, for example, which swung to 20 points towards Donald Trump in 2016. Donald Trump's probably still going to win Luzerne, but we're seeing that Joe Biden is doing well enough with those voters that he might cut that margin, say, in half. But that means that there's still room for Donald Trump to make up that difference there.
And by the way, Joe Biden will be in the state with two appearances today, one in Beaver County, one in Pittsburgh tonight. So as you talk about the suburbs, which is what a lot of people will be looking at, Bucks County and many others, how is Joe Biden doing as compared to Hillary Clinton 4 years ago in those counties? How significant is that?
He's doing probably about 5 points better on average in those suburbs than Hillary Clinton is. That is pretty much locked in. This is that blue wave that we saw two years ago in the midterms. While it didn't knock out Fitzpatrick in the first district there in Bucks County, the votes were picked up there and they stuck for Joe Biden. So that's pretty solid for him. That's why we're looking at a larger lead in the polls now than we were 4 years ago for Hillary Clinton. We're not seeing as much of a slide, but we're just still seeing that softness outside of those suburbs. So Joe Biden can bank on those suburbs. The question really comes down, again, to what happens in Northeast Pennsylvania.
Fascinating stuff. Director of the Monmouth poll, Patrick Murray, thanks so much for bringing us those new numbers, a little perspective on your state. Thank you.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.